In the grand city of Silver Smoke, where spices perfumed the air and jewels gleamed under the sun, lived a man called Covey. He was a thief, but not like the rest. He never harmed, never lied, and always left behind a silver coin for every loaf of bread or cloth he took. The people called him the honest thief. One night, Covey entered the mansion of merchant Balaram, the richest man in Silver Smoke. His hands trembled not with fear, but curiosity. As he crept past guards, he found not treasure, but a locked chest with a single note. "If you are brave enough to open this, may the truth set you free." Covey picked the lock, expecting gold. What he found shocked him. Inside the chest was no gold, but a diary, filled with Balaram's own handwriting, confessions of tax theft, betrayal of other merchants, even the framing of innocent families. Covey's hands shook. This was no ordinary merchant. This was a man whose entire wealth had been built on deception. The question burned in his heart. Should he reveal this truth? Covey returned the next night, not to steal, but to confront. He stood before Balaram and dropped the diary at his feet. "I came to steal gold. I found truth instead." The merchant stared at him, then laughed bitterly. "And what will you do, thief? Who will believe you over me?" But Covey wasn't here to destroy. "I don't lie. I'll give you a choice. Speak the truth yourself, or I will." Balaram was shaken, not by fear, but by the honesty of a thief. "Why not just expose me and be done?" he asked. Covey's answer was simple. "I do not expose. I reflect. What you do with truth is yours to live with." Balaram, for the first time in years, felt the weight of his choices. He asked Covey to meet him again in 7 days, at the city court. "I will decide by then," he whispered. During the week, Covey roamed the city. He watched how people bowed before Balaram, how families struggled while merchants bathed in silver. He began to wonder, can truth change anything in a world blind to honesty? Or was his own honesty just a quiet rebellion no one saw? The day came. Covey waited in the shadows, unsure if Balaram would speak. Then, under the sun, in front of nobles and paupers alike, merchant Balaram stepped forward with the diary in hand. "I have wronged this city," he said, "and I was reminded of truth by a thief." Gasps rang through the air. The king rose. Punishment would follow, surely. But something strange happened. The king silenced the court. Truth spoken without force is rare. Mercy shall be shown, not to erase guilt, but to awaken redemption. Balaram was stripped of wealth, but allowed to live freely under service to the poor. And then, the king turned to Covey. "Come forth, honest thief." Covey stepped forward, not afraid, not proud, just ready. Covey was offered a place in the city council, but he refused. "I do not belong in gold halls. I belong where honesty grows." He opened a small school under the old banyan tree, teaching children about truth, kindness, and courage. As for Balaram, he worked by Covey's side day after day, no longer a merchant of wealth, but a servant of truth. Years later, when Covey passed into the wind, people wept not for a thief, but for a man who changed the city's soul. And when the wind blew gently through Silver Smoke, parents whispered to their children, "That is the wind of the honest thief, the one who stole nothing but gave us everything." Glowing star moral of the story. Gemstone: true honesty does not come from wealth or titles. It comes from choosing truth even when wrapped in shadows. Gemstone, even those judged by the world, may carry the light the world needs. Movie Camera. If this story moved your heart, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to World of ToonSeries for more inspiring tales that stir the soul.